Hi there, I'm Shane Spiers, and welcome to another edition of the Performance Brief, where we give you one breakthrough business idea in less than 5 minutes. My guest today is William Buist. Where are you today, William?
Hi, John. Well, I'm on the Welsh borders, just near Chepstow in Wales, and near Bristol too.
Okay, so not very far away from me, which I'm in Bath.
No,
Great.
not at all.
For those of you who don't know him, William is a speaker and mentor to owner-led businesses. William works strategically with established owner-led businesses to unlock sustainable profits and avoid costly mistakes. William, our subject today is the importance of a well-designed business model for strategic certainty, and we've got 5 minutes for the interview. So are you ready? Great.
Thanks, Shane.
Your time starts now. So let's start with the basics. What is a business model?
This model is a way of expressing how your business operates, the people that you're aiming the business to target market, services that you have and the problems that they solve, and being able to describe that in a way that other people can understand it very quickly. That's really important, of course, but also that allows you to stay focused on what your customers need and why importantly, why they need it and why you're the right person to bring it. So if you can understand all of that and describe it succinctly, then you've probably got a pretty good business model.
And what has it got to do with strategy?
I work a lot with business owners who are looking both to think about what they need to do strategically today, but also over the long term, and having a vision and a goal in mind, and grow it and develop it and take it to where they want it to be. And one of the ways that I support this model as it is today, get it written down and described effectively, and then we also describe the business that they want to create, the one that they'll have in 5 years or 10 years or in 20 years, or even in some cases with multi-generational family businesses, how that business is going to be able to be passed down to the next generation and so on. And when you map that as well, using a business model tool of some description, you start to see areas that need some work and the areas that you need to make change. And that's the strategic piece, the bit that lets you take decisions in a long-term framework with the end goal in mind.
So how else can an understanding of business models help unlock sustainable profits?
Sorry, Shane, I didn't catch the end of that. I'm afraid the line broke up a little bit.
How else can an understanding of business models help unlock sustainable profits?
Yeah, that's a really good question. In order to get sustainable profits, you have to be doing three things. You have to be delivering a consistent service so that your customers are getting exactly what they expect and they keep. You have to be known for doing that, so you have to have great marketing, good communications. And the third thing in terms of sustainability is that you're developing access in that product without consuming limited resources. So, if some things we think of, in a global sense as limited, like oil, but practically day to day, those are unlimited. But if you're working with a client on a particular piece of knowledge, it's a lifespan. It has a time at which that knowledge will be superseded by technology. So one of the things we look at is which parts of the business need to be refreshed in order to keep at the forefront of what customers are looking for. And one concept that I use with my clients is to think about, for every process, there should be a review by date, a bit like a sell by date on food.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll always guarantee that you go back and look at what you're doing with your customers and making sure that it still meets their needs.
Right.
And that makes it sustainable.
Mm. So what are the common mistakes that you see and how would you avoid them?
I mean, I think the biggest single mistake is that over time, businesses kind of opportunity, and it's not quite what they do, but they can do it. So they choose to grab that opportunity, a little bit of extra revenue, maybe a little bit of extra profit, and something that a customer needs. And there's nothing wrong with doing that, provided you recognize that it's a tactical decision and not a mistake. Is then to think, maybe if you're a book printer, that you decide to print a magazine for somebody, it's a slightly different skill set from, a 200-page book to a stapled 20-page brochure. And you might then think, well, actually, we can do brochures all the time, but you're not as efficient at it. You haven't got the experience. You're maybe not as cheap as other people. You put a lot of marketing effort into trying to get that market, and then find that actually you can't quite compete because you haven't learned everything yet.
Okay.
So I think it's fine to tactically go and do something different. And then you have to make a strategic decision about, if we're going to embed that in the business as a permanent addition to the product base, we need to think strategically about that. What are we going to go and learn? What don't we understand? What else do we need to know? And rather than just kind of thinking that because you've done it once, you can do it again.
Okay.
And, the favour can not be the worst thing.
So, William, we've just slightly overrun our time, so thank you for that. So just for everyone, just to find out more information, it will be posted below. If you want to find more about William and William's work, go to www.williambuist.com. Thank you.